Would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, getting set for first pitch on a Saturday afternoon. We're coming to you live from PSJ North High School. The Lady Coyotes of Alice, Texas, taking on the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats in this best-of-3 series. Coach Janae Gonzalez and Coach Lizette Esparza out there at home plate swapping lineup cards. Last night, the Lady Coyotes picked up an 8-6 win in their series opener. That game was played at San Diego, and because Mother Nature decided to throw all of us a curveball here, not only in the Valley but up in the Coastal Bend. Last night's game was originally scheduled to take place at Alice High School but was slid up to San Diego High School. Today, the original plan was a 4 o'clock start in Rio Hondo. Well, again, Mother Nature having a part in what was going on this evening, or this weekend rather, and last night too. We're here at PSJ North and we're getting set for the start of Game 2 in this best-of-3 series. Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Alice Lady Coyotes. Batting leadoff is Mia Longoria. Batting second is Mary Grace Cantu. Batting third is Ava Hernandez. Maylene Saenz is batting fourth. She's the cleanup batter. In the 5 spot is Jackie Molina. Batting 6 is Justine Alvarado. In the 7 hole is Sierra Chapa. Neva Diaz is the DP, and she's batting 8th. And batting 9th is Stephanie Salinas. And the flex player for Coach Gonzalez is out in left field. That's Isabella Perales. She's the flex here this afternoon. So Mia Longoria in the leadoff spot. Alice in the road orange uniforms. Let's meet the starting defense for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. In the circle, we're going to start with Domo de Jesus. She's the starting pitcher this afternoon. De Jesus, one of 2 pitchers that Rio Hondo has at their disposal. Kelsey Pizarro got the start last night for Rio Hondo. Issued 2 walks in the first 3 batters she faced. So walks and a couple of errors on Rio Hondo's side, on the defensive side, helped make the difference in last night's 8-6 win. So talking with both coaches, and Alice is hoping to get off to a hot start. You have that travel lag that you get when you have to travel a night after a game. Rio Hondo on the flip side, they're looking to clean some things up defensively. Coach Rocky James here. Hey, how's it going, Coach?
Going great.
Coach Rocky James here in attendance here to my right. So Rio Hondo's looking to clean some things up on the defensive side. They feel that if they can clean some things up, they're going to like their chances here in Game 2 this afternoon. So, again, Domo de Jesus, the starting pitcher. She's a senior. Her battery mate, Abby Torres, she's going to be calling the balls and strikes. Savannah Gonzalez, it's seniors right up the middle and center in the circle and behind the plate for the Lady Bobcats. Rio Hondo in their home white uniforms. Alexis Reiner is the starting first baseman for the Lady Bobcats. Alize Herrera, the sophomore, is the shortstop. Jalissa Sauceda is the second baseman. Kelsey Pizarro will be starting at third for Rio Hondo. Emma Serna is out in left. And Mallory Atkinson is out in right field, and that's the starting defense for the Lady Bobcats. We're just moments away from first pitch. De Jesus warming up in the circle. I want to thank everyone for joining us here on a Saturday afternoon. It's a little muggy, but the good news is that we're clear of rain for the rest of the afternoon. And if there is a Game 3, it will happen 30 minutes after Game 2. So buckle up, sit tight, and hopefully you guys enjoy the broadcast. We are just moments away from first pitch. First pitch, and we are underway. De Jesus fires in a strike, and away we go. Popped up. De Jesus calling off for shortstop Herrera. For out number 1, 2 pitches, and Longoria is retired. Mary Grace Cantu swinging on the first pitch for strike 1. Cantu, the starting shortstop for the Lady Coyotes. Cantu scored 2 runs in last night's win. She struck out once in the 3rd. Pitch misses for a ball. She had a triple in the first inning. The first inning, the Lady Coyotes got on the board with 3 runs. De Jesus finds the river for strike 2. De Jesus ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. De Jesus spins it home. Misses on the rise. And Cantu fouls that one back. This game originally started for 2 o'clock. We started about 5 minutes ahead of schedule, and why not? Both teams were ready to go. Alice made the trip down here and got here earlier this morning. And right when they got here, they saw a couple of flashes of lightning, and Coach Gonzalez said the girls were ready to go. We were set to warm up, but once we saw the lightning kick in, we had to quickly jump back into the bus. Good at bat from Cantu. She fouls that one off. The count sticks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the first inning. And Cantu puts a drive into this one, but it's well fouled down the left field line. So the count stays at 2-2. This is a lengthy at bat from Mary Grace Cantu. De Jesus sets, spins it home, off speed, gets her out in front of it. Alize Herrera makes a nice play over to first. 6-3 put out from the sophomore Alize Herrera. Kind of lost her footing there for about a split second. Got her guessing on the changeup. Herrera lost her footing but was able to get back up and make the throw over to first on a 6-3 putout. 2 up, 2 down. Now the sophomore Ava Hernandez swinging on the first pitch. Past the diving Gonzalez. This one's going to get all the way to the wall. Hernandez rounding second, headed for third. This could be an inside the Parker, and it is. Herrera, an inside the park home run. And Alice jumps on the board 1-0. That was past the outstretched glove of Savannah Gonzalez in center field. That one made it all the way to the wall.
We're not waiting till the third pitch. We gotta be ready on the first one.
So Hernandez helping out her own cause with an inside the Parker. First pitch for strike one. Maylene Sines comes to the plate. One ball and one strike. So De Jesus was cruising. Had retired the first two she faced. Popped up to the right side. Atkinson there to make the catch. But the sophomore, Ava Hernandez, helping out her own cause here with an inside the park home run. Midway through the first, Alice leads 1-0. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the first. First pitch upstairs. 4-1. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. In the leadoff spot is Domo de Jesus. Batting second is Emma Serna. Batting third is Abby Torres. In the cleanup spot is Alexis Reiner. Batting fifth is Alyssa Salguero. Ball and a strike. In the sixth spot is Kelsey Pizarro. Batting seventh is Jaylissa Sauceda. In the 8 hole is Savannah Gonzalez. And batting ninth is Mallory Atkinson. That's the starting lineup for the Lady Bobcats. The 1-1 base hit into left field. And De Jesus with a leadoff single. Emma Serna now comes to the plate. Abby Torres in the hole. First pitch low and in to Serna. Let's meet the starting outfield for the Lady Coyotes. Mia Longoria is the center fielder. Out in right field, Stephanie Salinas and Isabella Perales is the flex. She's the starting left fielder. The 1-0 finds the river, a ball and a strike. Look for Sedna to maybe try and lay down a bunt and use her speed. She's going to come up swinging, fouls that one off, a ball and 2 strikes. Sedna batted second in the order. She's in the same spot as game 1. She struck out twice in the first and in the third. Scored a run in the 5th and grounded out in the 6th. Fouls it off is Sedna. Corners of the infield, Jackie Molina is at third base. Justine Alvarado is at first. And the pitch low and in. So I have it as a 1-2 count. Count runs even on my book, 2-2. Good at bat here from Sedna. Working the pitcher Hernandez, who threw 134 pitches in last night's win. Here's the 2-2. Drop, third strike. She's going to be out because there is a runner occupied at first. Now it's going to go down as a strikeout, but De Jesus will advance to second. This brings up Abby T. Mary Grace Cantu is the starting shortstop. Torres sees that rise ball get past the catcher. That's Maylene Signs. De Jesus is going to take third. So now just like that with 1 away, the tying run is on third. So Cantu, the shortstop. Sierra Chapa is the second baseman. Maylene Signs calling the balls and strikes. Ava Hernandez, the sophomore, in the circle. A ball and no strikes. Fastball misses, ball 2. Last night, Abby Torres had a couple of line drives. Coach Esparza felt she hit the ball well enough, but it was just one of those nights where you hit it on a line, but you hit it right to the fielder. So a couple of bad breaks last night for the senior Abby Torres. She fouls that one off, 2 balls and a strike. Well, the Lady Coyotes have been in playoff mode for the past 2 weeks. A week ago yesterday, they beat Zapata in that play-in game. 4-0. Hernandez, she twirled a gem, but there's a Maylene Signs home run in that first inning that helped spark that 4-run first. That's all the offense Ava Hernandez needed in that ball game. Outside ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Torres. Alexis Reiner in the on-deck circle. So again, Perales, Salinas, and Longoria all in the outfield. The 3-1. They're not going to give her that outside corner. It's going to be first and third for Rio Hondo with 1 out. Torres draws the walk. Alexis Reiner will now come to the plate with an RBI opportunity here. De Jesus on third, Torres on first. And now Maylene Signs, the catcher, just pulling her mask off and directing the traffic in the infield. The middle infield again, in case you're just tuning in. Cantu is the shortstop. And that ball is going to get past the second baseman on the throw down to second. A run will score. Abby Torres sliding in safely to third. We're all tied up at 1. So the Lady Bobcats answer right back and tie it up at 1 apiece. Reiner with a check swing there. She wanted to hold back, but that one just went off the tip of the bat there. Fouled it off for a strike. Sierra Chapa, the second baseman. Marie Grace Cantu, the shortstop. Christina Alvarado at first. Jackie Molina at third. Ball and a strike to Alexis Reiner. Chased on the rise, a ball and 2 strikes. Reiner batted cleanup last night in game 1, batting in the same spot here this afternoon. Had a single in the 5th. And Reiner goes down swinging on the rise. That's a good way to answer back for Eva Hernandez. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the sophomore. Bottom of the first, 1-1. Lead run on third is Torres. In there for a strike. Alyssa Salguero, the batter. Base hit here could give Rio Hondo the lead, but nonetheless, they've tied things up at 1. Fouls that one off. So Hernandez ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Alice in the gray uniforms with the white pants and the orange socks. Rio Hondo in the all white. Here at a neutral site at PSJ North High School. Called strike 3, caught her on the outer part of the plate. Hernandez strikes out the side, but Rio Hondo ties things up at 1. We head to the second. You're watching Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, top of the second inning. All right, we're ready to go. Thanks for joining us here on Real Sports Live. As my buddy Mark Molina picked up game one over at San Diego. He too had to adjust on the fly. Right before I went to bed, I got the message that the game was not in Rio Hondo and it was not at 4 o'clock, but that the game was moved to 2 o'clock and at PSJ North. And a leadoff single from Jackie Molina gets the second inning underway. We're seeing a lot of these games being moved because of the weather. You know, Mark had plans to be at Alice High School last night for a 7 o'clock first pitch. But of course, the weather threw that knuckleball at us. So Mark wound up following the teams to San Diego. Gonzalez collects the lazy fly ball for out number one. Justine Alvarado retired on one pitch. Sierra Chapa now comes to the plate. The only hurdle I had to overcome yesterday was that my game got moved up from 7 to 6. Was not a big deal at all. Sierra Chapa comes to the plate. She's the starting second baseman. Chapa swinging on the first pitch. Pizarro calling it off. And there's 2 away. So after the leadoff single, De Jesus settling in. Neva Diaz now digs into the box with 2 away. Strike one to the designated player. Stephanie Salinas is in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-1. Fouls it back for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2, swing and a miss. De Jesus gets the strikeout. After surrendering the leadoff single, De Jesus retires the side in order. 1-2-3 midway through the second. All knotted up at 1. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I helped to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. 6, 7, 8, the order due up. Kelsey Pizarro to lead it off for the Lady Cats. 1-1 game. Hernandez fires in a rise ball and misses high. 4-1. Kelsey Pizarro is coming back after injuring her thumb. She missed a good portion of the second round of district play. She got cleared right towards the tail end of district play. Backhanded by Hernandez, throw over to first and out, and an impressive play from the sophomore, Eva Hernandez. Pizarro trying to sneak her way on with a bunt. Hernandez was on her toes right there on a 1-3 putout. Pizarro is retired. It's not an easy play to make. Off her back foot. Got her by about a step. Jalissa Salceda, now the batter. And she made the regional tournament in golf. You know, and then you look around on this roster, you know, a lot of these athletes are multi-sport athletes. Salcedo was also on the basketball team. Here's the 1-0. Salcedo hits this one the other way. And the fly ball is caught on the F8. Mia Longoria there to make the grab. You know, both these pitchers could get comfortable and settle in, and right now we're locked in at 1. This could become a pitcher's duel if these two pitchers can settle in. Strike one at the knees to Savannah Gonzalez. 2 up, 2 down for Hernandez. De Jesus led off with a single in the first, later scored on a wild pitch. Just 2 base runners so far for Rio Hondo. That pitch missing, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 from Hernandez. Check swing. And Gonzalez went around. Gonzalez, like Salceda, is a regional qualifier, but on the track and field side of things. Here's the 1-2, look for the fastball, there it is. Base hit back up the middle. Good piece of hitting there from the senior Savannah Gonzalez with a 2-out single. Mallory Atkinson now comes to the plate. Atkinson batting 9th in the Rio Hondo order. De Jesus, the leadoff man, is in the circle. Rise ball misses. Ball and no strike. A ball and no strikes. 8-6 the final. Last night's game 1 over in San Diego. Picking things up here in this best of 3. Game 2 between Rio Hondo and Alice in Class 4A. Late swing on the fastball. The count's even. Port Isabel just lost to Robstown. Their rally fell short in a heartbreaking loss, 5-4. PI just falling to Robstown in the bi-district round in a 1-game playoff. Here's the 1-1. Screwball went around Gonzalez. Swipes a bag. We'll see what Hernandez looks to do here. She can go to the rise or the screw to the righty batter. Look for the rise. There it is. Now that she's got her guessing with that rise in the fastball, let's see, with a pitch she could waste on a 2-2 count. She could go to a screw. fastball and fouls it off. Good at bat from Atkinson. Right now we have cloud cover, no rain, but once that sun, if it decides to peek out, which it doesn't look like it's going to do, it could get very humid here very quick, and then with the turf, it doesn't make things any easier. Try it again, here's the 2-2. Just got a piece of it. Slow grounder to Hernandez over to first, and in time for out number 3. Rio Hondo strands 1. We head to the third. All tied up at 1. You're watching Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc. You're gonna find the.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Strike 1 from De Jesus. Laying down the bunt. De Jesus, a 1-3 put out to Stephanie Salinas, and there's one away. It was 9-1-2, the order up. Back to the top of the order we go is Mia Longoria. So Janae Gonzalez, the head coach for the Lady Coyotes. She's an Alice product, multi-sport athlete for the Lady Coyotes. Hard hit ball right to the center fielder, Gonzalez. Just like that, there's 2 away. Mary Grace Cantu steps in. First pitch swinging, picked by the shortstop Herrera. Throw over to first, not in time on an infield single. Herrera again, looks like she may have had some trouble slipping on that turf again. Let's go back and look at the replay. That's an infield single. Herrera fielded it cleanly. Had a little bit of trouble on the transition, but that's still a tough play to make deep in the hole off your back foot. Nonetheless, it's an infield single for Cantu and Eva Hernandez, who scored the ball game's first run on an inside the park home run on a line shot past the diving Gonzalez in center field. She's 1 for 1. Ball in, no strikes. This one popped foul. A ball and a strike. One ball, one strike. Maylene signs. Two balls and a strike. Count runs 3-1 to Jesus behind in the count. Hernandez hits this one to Atkinson, takes a step back, makes the catch, out number 3. Midway through the third, all knotted up at 1. We got a good one. You're watching Real Sports Live.
High quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the third, game 2 of this best of 3 series. Coach Lizette Esparza, head coach for the Lady Bobcats. Top of the lineup up for Real Hondo. Domo de Jesus is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. PSJ North currently leading San Benito. That game got moved to Ed Cal-Chelsea. So they're picking up that series over in the Mid-Valley. A win would send PSJ North to the area round. So let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out on the air. Fouls that one back.
Everybody enriches in turf for everything. It's so easy to. Yeah, like a brush thing.
And Jesus knocks in a base hit. She's 2 for 2. First pitch missing for ball 1. Emma Sedna, the batter. Sedna went down on a strikeout in her first trip to the plate. Laying down the bunt is Sedna. Hernandez is going to make the throw over to second, and they get the out at second. Real Hondo trying to execute the small ball on the sac bunt. De Jesus called out. And Ava Hernandez was on her toes there and was able to field it, turn around, and make the play in time at second. So Sedna will reach on a fielder's choice. This brings up Abby Torres. There's one away. Torres swinging on the first pitch, hits this one to the opposite field. It's going to be first and second. Torres gets aboard. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. This brings up Alexis Reiner. Reiner 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first inning. 3-0 Los Fresnos leads in the top of the third. Kate Bettis in the circle for Los Fresnos. That game was originally scheduled for yesterday at Los Fresnos at 7 o'clock. But around lunchtime, Coach Tracy Blackman, she had texted me saying that we're moving our game to tomorrow at 2 o'clock at La Villa. So, it's not just this series, but multiple series across the board had to move their games around. And a result of this crazy weather, and I was talking with Coach Janae Gonzalez before the game, and we both agreed that this time of year, this is what you're going to get. Pass ball. Apologize for the scoreboard. Not sure why it's resetting, but it had me in the first. We're in the third. On that pass ball, it's going to be second and third. A ball and a strike, 1 out. So bottom of the third, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Alexis Reiner, the batter. Coach Debbie Esparza having a chat with the home plate umpire. Yesenia Sanchez tuning in from Alice. Miguel Cáceres also tuning in from Alice. John Sanchez rooting for the Coyotes from Marble Falls. Chris Barrera and Velma tuning in from San Diego, Texas, supporting Alice. A ball and 2 strikes to Reiner. Hernandez sets. Spins home the 1-2 on the rise. Reiner gets a piece of it foul. Count sticks at 1-2. Alyssa Salguero in the on-deck circle. Ball and 2 strikes. And again, this is game 2. If there's a game 3, we'll all just settle in. If there's a game 3, excuse me. If there's a game 3, we'll just all, again, settle in and get ready for a long afternoon of softball. I don't mind that. Easy pop-up to Hernandez. Out number 2, Reiner. This is a big spot right here for Rio Hondo. With runners on second and third, they need a big hit. They want to take this lead here in the bottom of the third with 2 away, especially with runners on second and third. They were in this spot last night in the 5th when they were down by 4. Just came up empty on the timely hits. Low and in, ball 1. Alyssa Salguero went down swinging her first trip up. She's 0 for 1. Kelsey Pizarro in the on-deck circle. And the 1-0, Salguero puts a drive into this one. Could split the gap, and it does. Salguero drives in 2 on a 2-out double. Rio Hondo leads 3-1. Alyssa Salguero put a drive into that one. That's the timely hitting this ball club needed. Salguero split the gap on a fastball elevated. Pizarro now hits this one the other way, but right to the right fielder. But Rio Hondo comes through with a 2-out, 2-run double off the bat of Alyssa Salguero. We head to the fourth. Rio Hondo leads 3-1. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. 4-5-6, the order due up. Maylene Signs swinging on the first pitch. That's a high pop-up. De Jesus on the run, makes the catch and then falls backwards. Domo De Jesus. Oh, this kid's got a good sense of humor. Now, those plays are not easy. Signs swung on the first pitch, and De Jesus made the catch and just lost her footing, but she held on to it. One away, Jackie Molina now comes to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a single back in the second inning. And talking with Coach Janae Gonzalez, you know, they were hoping to get off the way they started last night with a 3-run first, and they're still alive in this ball game. It's still very early. Alice is going to need to get a runner on and try and generate some offense here. Alice is all she's ever known. She did spend a year in San Diego and came back to Alice. She said since the 2011 season, Coach Gonzalez has been here with the program. They opened their doors for us last weekend. A beautiful facility, a beautiful ballpark Alice has. I was blown away by their clubhouse. Strike 3. De Jesus gets the strikeout, and they're going to go around the horn. Justine Alvarado will now come to the plate. She is 0 for 1 with a fly out to the center fielder. 14-8 in the regular season, 4-7 in district play. And this is Alice is a solid team. They're very young, is what Coach Gonzalez had mentioned. And you look at it, 4-7, swinging on the first pitch, popped up. And Herrera is there to make the catch, and a clean, quick 1-2-3 inning for Rio Hondo. We'll finish those thoughts on the other side of the break. Midway through the fourth, Rio Hondo leads. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Oh!
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Bottom of the fourth, 3-1 ball game. Rio Hondo with the lead. Looking to push this to a decisive game 3. Seven, 8, 9, bottom half of the order due up. Jalissa Salcedo to lead it off. Falls behind the count, 0-1. Hernandez deals. Swing and a miss. And 2. Mark Rodriguez tuning in and rooting for Alize. It's a real Hondo fan right there. Continue to let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out on the air. As we were hoping what wouldn't happen is happening, and that sun's starting to peek out. Ground ball to the right side, flips over to first, one away. So the facilities were top-notch over at Alice. We had quite the setup there. And when you look at that 4-7 record, people may scratch their heads and be like, 4-7, how'd they get into the playoffs? Well, when you're in a district with Cal Allen, Toloso Midway, Robstown, that's a tough district. Zapata just joined that district via the realignment. Cal Allen is tough as nails. They might be the best 4A team in the region. Rockport Fulton might have something to say about that, but Cal Allen is legit, and you have to play them twice. And then Emma Garcia, the lefty from Toloso Midway, not an easy out. That's a foul ball. And then, by the way, Reese Atwood, their starting catcher, she's going to UT. It's tough. It's extremely tough in this district. So I said Alice has been in playoff mode the last 2 weeks. They might have been in playoff mode for the last month, battling these teams that are going to be playing into the latter stages of May. And the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes. So to say that these girls are playoff tested, it's an absolute fact. Here's the 1-2 from Hernandez, fouling it off. And when you have to go against Cal Allen twice a year, that preps you. And Alice had Cal Allen. They had them on the ropes that second time around. They've been battle tested. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and in the dirt, 2-2. Count runs even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the batter, Savannah Gonzalez is 1 for 1 with a single in the second inning. Gonzalez batting 8th in the order. Chopper to the third base side, play over to first. Got her by about a half step. Jackie Molina, the third baseman, records the out, and there's 2 away. Mallory Atkinson now comes to the plate, batting 9th in the order. Two outs in the inning. 5-4 San Benito. The score, I don't know if that's a final or not, but I'll have to check we could be looking at a possible game 3. What else did you expect there at that series? Talk about two teams in Class 6A. One won their district, the other had to fight and scratch and claw their way into the playoffs as a 4 seed in what was the toughest district in the RGV. That's 32 6A. Strike one to Atkinson. Hernandez has 2 up, 2 down. We're in the bottom half of the 4th. Just got a piece of it. Chopper down the first base side. That's a fair ball. That ball just tight roped that chalk, or can't really say chalk, but the paint. That is a tough play on a first baseman for Justin Alvarado, because you're watching the ball, watching it. You're kind of blowing that ball foul. That's what you do when you're watching that ball tight rope the paint or the chalk, and that ball just stayed fair. Kind of hoping that ball would roll foul and you can do it again. De Jesus swinging on the first pitch, backhanded by Hernandez over to first. De Jesus retired for the first time this afternoon. Rio Hondo strands 1. We head to the 5th. Lady Bobcats lead 3-1. You're watching Real Sports Live.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Welcome back to PSJ North. Top of the 5th, 3-1 ball game. Lady Bobcats leading game 2, trying to force a decisive game 3, and it will be, if there is a game 3, it will be 30 minutes after game 2. So we're gonna quickly rebuild and retool here and get ready for what could be a game 3. So just hang tight. De Jesus misses that pitch for ball 1. 7, 8, 9, the order due up for Alice Sierra Chapa. Swinging, pops this one up. Salcedo there, that falls in front of Atkinson. Miscommunication there from Salcedo and Atkinson in shallow right field. Diaz comes to the plate, the DP. Home plate umpire is going to say she went around on that bunt attempt. So that's there for strike 1. So Kelsey Pizarro moving over from shortstop to third, with Alize, the sophomore, taking the reins at the shortstop position this year. That bunt rolls. That's going to be a fair ball. That's about a weird or wackiest play as you'll see as De Jesus was watching that ball trickle down the first baseline, much like the last inning where you saw that ball just tightrope the paint. And all of a sudden, Alice has runners on first and third, nobody away. In the dirt for a ball. So Diaz reaches on an infield single. De Jesus and Reiner were both there at first. De Jesus took the time to pick up the ball and try to apply the tag. Go back and look at the replay. That's a tough play there on the infield. So now a meeting in the infield. Lady Bobcats are going to try and regroup here. Alice answering back. They got a shot here to do something here in the fifth. Stephanie Salinas, the ninth batter in the order, is 0 for 1 on a ground out to De Jesus in the third inning. Here's the 1-0. Misses. Second and third. Diaz is going to take second easily. 2 balls, no strikes. Strike one. Alice knocking on the door here. The tying run is on second. The go-ahead is at the plate. 2-1. Bunt is down. Safe at the plate. Everyone's safe. 3-2. How about this turn of events? Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, hang on here. So the run does score. It's 3-2. There's going to be a runner on third. That's the tying run. So they're going to say the out was at first, that the runner was tagged, and that was the controversy there. Pop up to Atkinson. The runner should be tagging, and she is. Here's the throw. The runner falls. Oh, my goodness. Wow. There's 2 away. The runner, Diaz, was tagging and just simply fell between third and home. And oh, man, that is a tough, tough break. So the runner was out at first. The run did score from third. So the controversy was whether the runner was tagged at first or not. They checked the call. They said she was tagged. That was out number 1. Then the pop out to right field. Maylene Cantu, backhanded by Alize Herrera, but the run's going to score on an infield single. With 2 outs, we're tied up at 3. In a wild 5th inning, Alice ties things up. An infield single from Cantu ties things up. Hard hit ball. This one's deep. This one's back. This is off the wall. Rounding third, headed for home. This could score a run, and it does. Rounding third, going home, and she's going to retreat back to third. It's a RBI triple. Alice takes a 4-3 lead. Cantu comes around to score. Ava Hernandez with an RBI triple. How about this fifth inning? First pitch swinging, fouls it back for strike one. Ava Hernandez comes through again. She's 2 for 3. Had that inside the Parker, almost had a second. But 3 runs come across the score here in the 5th. Strike 2, so Alice tied it up on an infield single from Cantu. Then Hernandez drove in the go-ahead run on a triple. The 0-2 from De Jesus. Hard hit ball, back up the middle. That's going to score another run. It's 5-4 Alice. 2 out Lightning from the Lady Coyotes. Going for 3, throw down to third. The tag, out at third. But the run will score. They're gonna check. She's out. She's out, but 2 more runs come across to score. Alice leads this one 5-3 in a wild 5th inning. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it down.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live in a wild 5th inning. We're not done yet. Alice rallying with 2 outs. They get 4 runs in the 5th. They were down 3-1. They lead this one 5-3. Strike 1. Emma Sedna to lead it off. 2-3-4, the order due up. Upstairs, ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to Hernandez. Over to first, and in time, there's one away. Brings up Abby Torres. Torres 1 for 1 with a walk. Drew a walk in the first inning, had a single in the third, and scored a run. Pitch upstairs, ball 1. Here's the 1-0, the pitch. Catches the corner, a ball and a strike. Torres fouls that one off. Here's the 1-2 from Hernandez with one away. Oh, a good eye from Torres. Count runs even at 2-2. The 2-2, Torres fouls it off. Stays alive in the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reiner in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball. Picked by Molina, over to first. Got her by about a half a step on a bang-bang play. Torres was hustling down the line. Let's go back and look at that replay. About as close as play as you'll get. Yeah, she got her by about a half step. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Alexis Reiner now comes to the plate. Strike 1. The 0-1, low and in, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1, the pitch. Reiner chases the rise, fouls it off, a ball and 2 strikes. Reiner 0 for 2 this afternoon with a strikeout in the first and a fly out to Hernandez in the third. That ball skips in the dirt, 2-2. The Lady Coyotes using the small ball in the top half of the inning, creating some chaos on the base paths. Fouls that one off. That triple from Hernandez. And that single, infield single from Mary Grace Cantu that tied it up. Cantu just handed the baton to Hernandez, then drove in the go-ahead run on the triple. Here's the 2-2. We'll try it again. Reiner pops this one up to the shortstop. And a clean 1-2-3 inning as we head to the 6th. Alice leads 5-3. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, you know, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Top of the 6th. And away we go. Pitch misses for ball 1. 5, 6, 7, the order up for Alice. Hard hit ball, and that's going to be a leadoff single. Oh, the frozen rope off the bat of Jackie Molina. She's now 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a strikeout back in the 4th inning. Justine Alvarado comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with flyouts in the 2nd and in the 4th. Alice now looking to build on their 2-run lead here in the top of the 6th. Upstairs, ball 1. Ball and a strike. Sierra Chapa in the on-deck circle. Alice looking to end their day early. A win here, they would be in the area round. Bunt laid down, play over to first. Sacrifice in order. Molina goes to second. Alvarado lays down the sacrifice bunt. Sierra Chapa comes to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a fly out in the 2nd. A single and a run scored in the 5th. A part of that 4-run inning. Popped up, Herrera there to make the catch for out number 2. Well, there's 2 away, and Diaz steps into the box. 1 for 2 with a strikeout in the second. An infield single, a run scored in that 5th inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. So when we get to the bottom half of the 6th, it will be 5, 6, 7 up for Rio Hondo. Could be potentially looking at the top of the order when we go to the 7th. 2-run lead for Alice here in the 6th, the 1-1. Fouls it off for strike 2. Off speed, stayed back on it, out over the outstretched glove of Salcedo. This should score a run, and it does. Throw down to second, tag not in time. 6-3, Alice leads. Molina comes around to score on a 2-out single, a double on the throw. Diaz comes through with the RBI base knock. Pitch misses for ball 1. Salcedo just missed that ball. Herrera now stepping back, makes the catch for out number 3. Alice adds one more. They lead 6-3 midway through the 6th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rolo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Bottom of the 6th, 6-3, Alice lead. Alyssa Salguero takes the first pitch for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Big swing and miss on the fastball, a ball and a strike. Salguero hits this one the other way. Close play down to first. Safe at first. Salguero is aboard with a single. brings up the senior Kelsey Pizarro. Hondo trails by 3. Now we're going to get a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner in the ball game for Rio Hondo. Kelsey Pizarro, the batter. Check swing. Pizarro went around. 0 for 2. Is Pizarro with a ground out in the second and a fly out in the third. Here's the 0-1. Pizarro pops this one up. That's going to fall in, but the play over to second. That ball took a funny hop off the turf. Alice avoiding a disastrous play right there, but they do get the out. There's one away. But Pizarro is safe at first. And Jalissa Salcedo comes to the plate. Foul ball down the first base line. Salcedo batting 7th in the order. 8-9-1 due up. You're going to get the top of the lineup. It can go 8-9-1 or 9-1-2 depending on how this inning shapes up, but the top of the order will get a crack at it in the 7th. Pizarro down to second, safe at second. Pizarro comes up with a stolen bag. 1 out in the inning. No balls, 2 strikes to Salcedo. Time called. Salcedo, ground ball to the second baseman, over to first in time. 4-3 put out, 2 away, but Pizarro advances to third. Sierra Chapa recording that out. So this brings up the bat of Savannah Gonzalez. 1 for 2 is Gonzalez. Hard hit ball right to the shortstop. Play over to first, safe at first, and a run scores. Cantu had some trouble fielding that ball on the transition. And with the speed of Gonzalez, she's aboard on an infield single and she gets the RBI. So it's back to a 2-run ball game. Mallory Atkinson comes to the plate, 9th batter in the order. Ground ball to Hernandez, flips it over to first for the easy out, but Rio Hondo gets one more. They trail by 2. We head to the 7th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral.
Two-run ball game, top of the 7th. The top of the lineup due up. Mia Longoria in the leadoff spot, 0 for 3. That was an all-important insurance run. Real Hondo did get a run back, but instead of looking at a 1-run game, you're looking at a 2-run game here in the 7th. That was just a huge hit to extend this lead for Alice. De Jesus falling behind in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. That's in there for a strike. Three balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Fouls that one off for strike 2 is Longoria. Here's the 3-2 to Jesus. Loses her, and that's a leadoff walk. So Longoria on base for the first time this afternoon. Mary Grace Cantu comes to the plate, had that key infield single, had tied the game up in the 5th. Upstairs, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Laying down the bunt, play over to first. No one at third until Sedna came racing in to cover third. Coach Gonzalez almost caught the left side of the infield napping. But a heads-up play there from Emma Sedna in left field to cover the bag at third. Sacrifice is down. Longoria moves over to second. First pitch in for a strike. No balls and a strike. No one misses. 1-1. 2-1, popped up. So the count runs even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out. The batter, Ava Hernandez, had a big game, has had a big game at the plate. She's 2 for 3. And another hard hit ball from Hernandez. This one's deep, this one's back, off the wall again. Hernandez, are you kidding me? Another RBI, triple rounding third. Standing up, goes back to third. Ava Hernandez does it again. (7-4) Alice. Longoria comes in to score. 2 triples and an inside the park home run from Ava Hernandez. Fly ball. Sedna, runner tagging to play at the plate. Did she make it home? Yes, she did. It's a sacrifice fly. It's 8-4 Alice with 2 away. The umpire never gave a safe sign or anything. I was waiting to see the call from the umpire until I saw the scoreboard. So it's now 8-4 Lady Coyotes. They get 2 runs here in the 7th. 3 outs away from completing a sweep. Ground ball to the right side, play over to first. Out number 3, but Alice tacks on 2 more. Steep hill to climb for Real Hondo. They trail 8-4. You're watching Real Sports Live.
SD. Excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and...
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, bottom of the 7th. Top of the order, last shot for Real Hondo here. The senior, Domo de Jesus, steps into the box for potentially the last time in a Real Hondo uniform. No balls and a strike from Hernandez. Here's the 0-1. Chopper to the left side. Picked by the shortstop. Out at first, there's one away. And now the Lady Coyotes can almost taste it. 2 outs away from a by-district title. Serna comes to the plate. Serna reached on a fielder's choice in the third, scored a run. Strike one. Strikeout in the first and a ground out in the fifth. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Hernandez ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, spins it home, ground ball. Third base side, over to first, 2 away. One out away from clinching the bi-district title and completing a series sweep. Rio Hondo now down to their final out. Abby Torres comes to the plate. Torres also a senior. Swinging on the first pitch, popped up. Foul ball. No balls and a strike. Rio Hondo down to their final out. Alice flirting with a trip to the area around. Here's the 0-1. And that's in for strike two. 1 strike away. Torres has had a brilliant career for Rio Hondo, an All-State. Made the All-State list her freshman year. Came onto the scene. Here's the 0-2. Hernandez trying to shut the door, and Torres fouls it off. So Hernandez, it seemed as if this game just went on. She got stronger. And that was the question mark with 134 pitches in game 1 last night. Hernandez again just strong here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Not much traffic. Just 3 base runners since the 4th inning. The 0-2, Torres, ground ball picked. And it's missed over on the right side of the infield, and the Lady Cats will have a runner aboard on the E4 from Sierra Chapa. So Torres is safe at first. And this brings up Alexis Reiner. Reiner 0 for 3 this afternoon. Swinging on the first pitch, play over to first, throws offline. Torres will go to third. Reiner, Torres is going to go home. She's going to come in and score. Reiner down to third. Alexis Reiner finds her way to third, and 2 plays, 2 errors from the Alice infield. Now Coach Janae Gonzalez is going to call time and just have a talk with her infield, and I think maybe a little bit of the nerves may have been kicking in, that they were 1 out away. Sierra Chapa, the second baseman, and Jackie Molina, the third baseman, just missed on the throw. Have to imagine those nerves starting to sink in just a bit. Eight 5 game. Alyssa Salgado at the plate. Kelsey Pizarro in the on-deck circle. 2 away. First pitch to Salgado. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Salgado drove in 2 runs in the 3rd inning. That gave her a Hondo that 3-1 lead. Looking to come through again here. She reached on a single in her last trip to the plate. Salgado, ground ball again to the third base side. Throw is there. Play made. 5-3 put out. And that's a final score. The Alice Lady Coyotes win this one by a final score of 8-5, sweeping the series against Rio Hondo. The Lady Coyotes are moving on to the area round. Final score 8-5. So to recap the scoring, Salgado on a 5-3 putout. So recapping the scoring, Longoria, or rather Hernandez, scored the first run of the game on an inside the park home run in the 1st inning, and Rio Hondo quickly tied it up 1-1. Then in the 3rd inning, it was a 2-run double from Alyssa Salgado that helped put Rio Hondo ahead 3-1. Then came the wild 5th inning when Alice turned to their small ball. Then they had that big triple from Hernandez. They had the infield single that tied it from Cantu. Then the RBI triple from Hernandez, that was the go-ahead run. It was 4 runs in the 5th, a run in the 6th, 2 more in the 7th. Rio Hondo was able to, they tried to battle back with a run in the 6th and a run in the 7th, ending their season. So Rio Hondo finishes the season with a first loss of the year, 13-1 overall. Their season ends in the by-district round. So the Lady Cats season is over. Coach Lizette Esparza addressing her team. On the flip side, the Lady Coyotes, they improved to 15-8 overall. They're moving on to the area round of the playoffs, completing the series sweep with an 8-6 win last night, an 8-5 win here this afternoon. Our player of the game is going to be Ava Hernandez. She had 2 triples in this ball game, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and an inside the park home run. She went 3 for 4, and a big part of this offense. So it was a 4-run 5th that helped make the difference here in Game 2 in this best-of-3 series. So the Lady Coyotes are moving on. As we wrap things up here at PSJ North, on behalf of myself, Kevin Aro, Joe Bowling, and everyone at Rio Sports Live, the final score, Alice wins the series 8-5 over Rio Hondo.